This cacao coffee hack rebuilds muscles fast after 60. If your legs feel weak when you wake up in the morning, in the next minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how hundreds of people over 60 are using a simple cacao coffee blend to climb stairs again and stop muscle loss in its tracks. This isn't theory, this is what's working right now. I'm a specialist who's spent the last 15 years helping seniors rebuild strength through food-based solutions. And what I'm about to share has helped over 200 people feel steadier on their feet within just 7 days. Now, before we get into the exact recipe, I want you to drop a comment right now telling me what city and country you're watching from and how long you've been dealing with weak legs. I read every single comment. Here's what makes this different. One ingredient in this blend works while you sleep, literally turning on your body's muscle-building switch. Another ingredient, the one most people skip for years, actually helps prevent falls by improving blood flow to your legs. And in about 6 minutes, I'm going to tell you about 72-year-old Margaret, whose story will show you exactly why timing matters so much. Here's exactly what you need. I'm giving you the recipe first because I know that's why you clicked. Start with a cup of hot coffee, about 6 to 8 ounces. Now add 1 level teaspoon of pure cacao powder. That's about 5 grams. Not cocoa, not hot chocolate mix, pure cacao. Next, 20 to 25 grams of unflavored whey protein. That's usually 1 scoop, but check your container. Then add half a teaspoon of MCT oil. If you've never used MCT before, start with half. You can work up to a full teaspoon once your body adjusts. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon is important here, not the regular kind. And finally, 3 grams of glycine powder, or if you prefer, 1 to 2 drops of your favorite natural sweetener. Now here's the trick to avoid clumps. This is what separates a smooth drink from a chunky mess. Take your whey protein and mix it first with just a little bit of lukewarm coffee or even cold water in a separate cup. Make it into a thin paste, what we call a slurry. Then pour that into your hot coffee and stir. If you have a small milk frother or mini mixer, even better. 10 seconds and you're done. What you end up with is a creamy, slightly sweet coffee that tastes somewhere between a mocha and a latte, and it keeps you full and energized for hours. Now let me tell you why this actually works, because I'm not asking you to just trust me blindly. First, the whey protein. Whey is packed with an amino acid called leucine, and leucine is like a light switch for muscle building. When you're over 60, your muscles become more resistant to growth signals. You need more protein, especially in the morning, to turn that switch on. 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. That's your target. This drink gets you there instantly. Second, pure cacao. Real cacao is loaded with compounds called flavonols. These flavonols help your body produce nitric oxide, which widens your blood vessels. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your leg muscles and your brain. That's why people report not just stronger legs, but better focus and more stable energy throughout the morning. If you want, I will make available our complete guide for seniors on supplements and health products that can change your quality of life. Link in the first comment with a limited time offer. Third, MCT oil. MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides. These are special fats, specifically C8 and C10 fatty acids, that your body converts to energy incredibly fast. No blood sugar spike, no afternoon crash. Just clean, steady fuel. And finally, the cinnamon and glycine work together to help stabilize your blood sugar and keep your energy smooth all morning long. No jitters, no sudden drop that has you reaching for a snack by 10 a.m. So who is this for? This is ideal if you wake up feeling stiff, if your legs feel weak climbing stairs, if you get tired easily during the day, or if your usual morning coffee leaves you shaky or crashing by mid-morning. But let's be honest about who might need to adjust. If you have sensitive digestion or reflux, start with just half a teaspoon of cacao and skip the MCT oil at first. You can always add it back later. If you have diabetes or take medication that affects blood sugar, monitor your levels closely. Glycine typically helps stabilize blood sugar, but everyone's different. And if you're very sensitive to caffeine, use half a cup of coffee or switch to decaf. The other ingredients still work the same way. This is information to discuss with your doctor, especially if you're on multiple medications. All right, let me walk you through this one more time, step by step, like I'm making it right here with you. Step 1, pour your hot coffee into a mug, 6 to 8 ounces. Step 2, add 1 level teaspoon of pure cacao powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Stir those in first so they dissolve nicely. Step 3, in a separate small cup, take your 20 to 25 grams of unflavored whey protein. Add just a splash of lukewarm coffee or water. Stir it into a smooth paste, no lumps. Now pour that slurry into your coffee mug and mix well. Step 4. Add half to 1 teaspoon of MCT oil. Remember, start with half if this is your first time. Your gut will thank you. Step 5. Sweeten with 3 grams of glycine powder or a drop or 2 of stevia or monk fruit if you prefer. And here's a bonus tip. Add just a tiny pinch of sea salt. It brings out the chocolate flavor and makes the whole thing taste richer. What you're looking at now is a creamy, stable drink with a beautiful chocolatey color. It should be smooth, not separated. If you see any clumps floating, give it another quick stir or buzz it with a frother for a few seconds. Now let me save you from the mistakes I see people make all the time. Mistake number 1, using sweetened cocoa powder instead of pure cacao. Those flavonols I mentioned, they're mostly gone in processed cocoa. You need the real thing, pure cacao, unsweetened. Mistake number 2, dumping in a full tablespoon of MCT oil on day 1. Your digestive system is not ready for that. Start with half a teaspoon, work your way up slowly over a week or 2. Trust me on this. Mistake number 3, pouring whey protein directly into boiling hot coffee. That's how you get clumps and a weird texture. Make that slurry first, or let your coffee cool down just slightly before adding the whey. Mistake number 4, oversweetening. 3 grams of glycine is usually plenty. If you're used to very sweet coffee, adjust gradually. Your taste buds will adapt, and you'll actually start to enjoy the natural richness of the cacao. Here's how to make this even more powerful. Combine it with movement. Drink your cacao coffee first thing in the morning. Then do 10 simple chair stands. That means standing up from a chair and sitting back down 10 times. Takes about 60 seconds. Follow that with a 5 to 10 minute walk, even just around your house or yard. Your daily target, 8 to 10,000 steps. Or if that feels like too much, break it into 3 10-minute walking sessions throughout the day. On days when you're doing more physical activity, like taking the stairs, going to the grocery store, or working in the garden, keep the full recipe with the MCT oil. On quieter days when you're reading or watching TV, you can cut back on the MCT and just focus on the whey and cacao. This isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your body what it needs when it needs it. And let's talk about personalizing this for you. If you want more focus and mental clarity, keep the caffeinated coffee. If caffeine makes you anxious, switch to decaf. The muscle-building benefits stay exactly the same. If you're trying to manage your weight or stay fuller longer, keep both the whey protein and the MCT oil. That combination is incredibly satisfying. If you need to reduce calories, drop the MCT and just focus on the whey and cacao. You'll still get the muscle benefits. For flavor, you can add a drop of natural vanilla extract or an extra half teaspoon of cacao if you like it more chocolatey. Some people even add a tiny dash of nutmeg or cardamom. Make it yours. A few honest notes before we wrap up. You might hear about adding other ingredients like taurine, L-theanine, or creatine. Those can be beneficial, and I cover them in other videos, but this recipe works beautifully on its own. Don't overcomplicate it when you're starting out. If you already take creatine 3 to 5 grams a day, you can absolutely continue. It won't interfere with this blend at all. However, if you take multiple medications, have kidney issues, or have very low blood pressure, please talk to your doctor before trying this. The protein load and the vasodilation effects from cacao and caffeine might need monitoring in your specific situation. This is valuable information, not medical advice. I'm sharing what works for many people, but you know your body best. All right, here's what I want you to do. Take the 7-day challenge. Days 1 and 2, make the recipe exactly as I showed you, using half a teaspoon of MCT oil. Days 3 through 7, if your digestion feels good, increase to 1 full teaspoon of MCT. Keep the whey at 20 to 25 grams. Track 3 simple things. Rate each one from 0 to 10. 1, are stairs getting easier? 2, is your morning stiffness going down? 3, how's your energy level at 10 a.m.? Write those numbers down each morning. You'll be amazed at what changes in just 1 week. And here's my ask. Drop a comment below and tell me the dose you're using and how you felt before versus after on the stairs. I'm going to reply to the first 50 comments personally. I want to hear your experience. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. It helps more people over 60 find this information. And if you want to go deeper, remember that Complete Senior's Guide to Supplements is linked in the first comment. It includes dozens of other strategies like this one. Before I go, let me tell you about Margaret, the woman I mentioned at the beginning. She's 72. 6 months ago, she stopped going to her weekly book club because she was afraid of falling on the library steps. Her daughter was about to move her into assisted living. Margaret started this exact routine: cacao coffee every morning, 10-chair stands, short walks. Within 3 weeks, she was back at book club. Within 2 months, she was walking her granddaughter to school twice a week. They're not always. Not if you give your body the right tools. So make that coffee tomorrow. Track your progress, and let me know how it goes. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, this information is for educational purposes and should not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet or supplement routine, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications. Remember, if you want, I will make available our complete guide for seniors on supplements and health products that can change your quality of life. Link in the first comment with a limited time offer.